Sometimes big realizations take a big while to appear. God has slowly been changing my heart on yoga. I used to think I could mix yoga and Christianity. I would always warn others that were newer to Christ or not very strong in their faith to be careful just what type of yoga class they went to. When I learned the philosophy of yoga in teacher trainings, they would tell us it's not a religion. They would teach us verses from sacred scriptures, and we would hear stories of ancient gods that some of the postures were patterned after. I knew I didn't believe these things, so no big deal, right? I wouldn't chant the names of these gods in classes where the teachers did. I would pray instead. I wouldn't say namaste as soon as I learned it was bowing to the divine in others. As we were taught, the highest form of you is God. No. I even stopped Om after a time when I learned just how holy a lot of other yogis believed it was. And yes, I called myself that, a yogi. But I wasn't. I did not believe, and I was slowly and quietly finding my convictions. I don't believe my devotion to the one true God can be shared with any of these other things. Quarantine put a quick halt on my home yoga studio. Before that, my own illness put a slower halt on me teaching in general. Both of these things, I believe, have been used for good. I always look straight to His Word, my holy scriptures, the Bible, to confirm my convictions. And as I had plenty of downtime to read and pray, He showed me His heart. He is jealous for me. He calls me beloved and does not want to share me at all with other gods. He doesn't want me to play the harlot and run off bowing to them. He doesn't want the names of other lovers in my mouth. And that is completely understandable. I will have no other god before Him, or even mixed up with Him. I will not cause Him to be jealous or question my love and devotion. So, no more yoga for me. Simple as that. Even after I shared all that, God helped me solidify my decision and confirm my conviction. He is faithful to lead me if I am willing to follow. I mean, I had already heard in the past that yogis in India are surprised when they hear Christians are willing to practice yoga. But I also started seeing these archaeological videos of huge old Hindu temples online. I was fascinated by the architecture, but also taken by all the same gods in yoga, prominently on display in an ancient place of worship. This made it beyond clear to me. If I wouldn't feel comfortable transporting my practice of yoga into that temple, among those other gods, myself bowing and kneeling face down, then no. I repented. I cried, Lord, forgive me. I was temporarily blinded and didn't know what I was doing. One temple in particular had many well-displayed female gods, placed on high, just like a decoration I had up in my home studio. One of the idols in that temple was in tree pose, with her arms up high, just like my decoration. The numerous idols covering the walls of these temples made everything so real. This is not just exercise or meaningless poses. This is 100% from a foreign religion. An ancient religion that does not line up with my beliefs in the Bible. The Bible is clear on idol worship. So not only should that be convicting, but seeing all these postures, poses, and even whole walls of sexual actions depicted, what am I going to do about it? I'm never going to do yoga again. I even had a doctor tell me soon after that I should never stretch again. I was recently diagnosed with EDS, and with already unstable joints, there is really no need. More proof I am on the right track. Now please, don't go attacking your friends and loved ones saying, "See, I told you it was bad." I personally am convinced my sweet neighbor friend prayed me out. But first, she supported me and my business. She was kind and brought up honest questions. She kept the conversation open and prayed when she went home. I love Jesus because I saw his love for me. My neighbor was the most beautiful example of that. Thank you, Joan. Also, I still love all my yoga friends and teachers. I respect them for being amazing humans. If you are seeing this, I am glad you are still in my life.